Alright, so I just got back from Jurassic World Rebirth. And of course I want to talk about what I think about it, and I mean, it's with no script, I'm just gonna be going off the cuff. And I'm gonna try to start this with a spoiler-free section. And if you just want my straight, like, easiest to summarize opinion on this movie, it's not bad, but I find it quite unsatisfying. To say what's good, cinematography is fantastic. The visual effects were amazing. Scale was really on point, which we haven't, like, scale hasn't felt good since Jurassic Park 3. Jurassic World movies have done a terrible job of emphasizing the scale of these creatures. And this movie did a great job of that. It really, really, really did. And for once, I didn't, like, hate the writing, but, I mean, I can't really talk too much in depth about that in a non-spoiler section. But to get to my further point, to my original point, whatever, I didn't think it was bad. This is certainly better than Dominion, and honestly, if you put a gun to my head and ask me which one I'd rather watch, Jurassic Park 3 or this, I'd probably choose this movie. But in terms of actually, like, a film, I honestly think it's about on par with Jurassic World and Fallen Kingdom. And yes, those movies are equal in quality. No, you not liking Fallen Kingdom doesn't change that. And the only thing I can say about those two movies is that they just felt a little more satisfying. Like, there's individual elements that are a lot better in this movie, but it's so hard to explain without going into spoilers. It's just, I guess I could at least go into a little vagueness. Everything that this movie does, it never really finishes. It brings up ideas, it brings in creatures, it brings up concepts, and then they just peter out and never come back. It just keeps loading, like, Chekhov's guns and just throwing them on the table. By the end of the movie, there's like 20 of them, and then it just ends. And I'm like, what? This doesn't even feel like an ending. This movie feels like it had like 20, 30 minutes just chopped off that we just never got to see. It feels incomplete. I feel like, much like with Dominion, we're gonna eventually get like a director's cut that's gonna be 20 minutes longer that adds in a lot of what that would make this movie feel finished and satisfying. At this current point, it just doesn't feel like that. It feels like I watched a rushed video project. It's like, yeah, it's nice, but there's only 2/3 of the movie here. Where's the rest? It really just doesn't work. It's not bad. I'm not saying this movie is bad, and if you want to go see cool dinosaur action, it's not terrible. Although I will admit, there's another thing that really annoyed me. No one in this movie really seems to take things seriously. There's a lot of, I don't know if it's Marvel humor bad, but it definitely gets near there, and it just grates sometimes. And some of the female characters, like specifically the daughter, the older daughter of the family that gets trapped there, her voice is so screechy, it just hurts my ears. And, I mean, I don't want to spoil it, but just so you know, if you're going to this movie for the Mutodons or the D-Rex, you're gonna feel disappointed. Because those were two of the biggest Chekhov's guns. They threw them right on, and once again, they were never really fired. If you were hoping for some big, epic finish to this movie, people talk about, oh, D-Rex versus this, D-Rex versus that, ooh, this and that and that and that. If you were expecting anything, don't. This movie just ends. Oh, well, there we go, folks. That's the end of the movie. I was sitting there like, is that it? And the credits rolled. I'm like, that can't be it. And that really is how this movie feels. It just feels unsatisfying. Like, the movie never properly ended. And I just... It's conflicting. Like, I liked what was there, but I'd like the movie to actually be finished before I watch it. I felt like I ate a loaf of bread that was halfway through being cooked and it's still all mushy. Like, maybe it could have been really good bread. There's some really good parts in here, but it's just not done. And I guess that's because they had such a short turnaround time for this movie that it really does feel like they just never properly finished it. So if you're fine with that and you just want some cool down, because like I said, cinematography is fantastic, the effects are really, really good, the scale is there. if I had to describe this movie in like something that wasn't my opinion, but like how would I describe this movie to somebody else? This is David Koepp's Jurassic Park 3. It really is. And I mean that in the sense that the story just kind of has them do this and then do that, and they keep just bumping along, scene to scene, chasing after chasing, dinosaur after dinosaur. And it's neat, but again, it just feels unsatisfying. There's no through line that really ties it all together. Like I said, it just ends randomly. And I was just like, what? That's it? And yeah, that was it. It's just unsatisfying. It's a little disappointing. It's not bad. It's not offensive. It's not Jurassic World Dominion. But it just doesn't feel good by the end of the movie. I'm just kind of like, okay, that was a movie I watched. And the villain. Yeah, the villain. If any of you were thinking, oh, look, this guy's going to be a secret villain, you know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to mention, again, spoilers. I'm not going to get spoilers here. Just know that they don't play up, ooh, is he going to turn on the group? He's just an asshole for the entire movie. So you're good there, folks. They don't make any qualms about him being a traitorous douche. And the story, it's just, I will say this, though. It's like, that movie felt really fast. It was 2 hours. I looked at my phone, like, there's no way it's been 2 hours. So I was at least enjoying it enough that time felt fast. Which, considering the slog that Dominion felt like, yeah, that's good. I don't know if there's much more I can say without spoilers. I'm just gonna say this. My ranking for Jurassic Park movies is still, the first is Jurassic Park, the second is The Lost World, and somehow third is, it's like I'm trying to decide between this movie and Fallen Kingdom. And yes, I do enjoy Fallen Kingdom. I know story is trash, but it does scale well, its CGI looks amazing. It's really, Rebirth is Fallen Kingdom another. It looks nice, but it's actually not fair. Fallen Kingdom's story was significantly worse. At least this one makes some kind of sense. But it's complicated. Let's just say that competing for third and fourth place are Rebirth and Fallen Kingdom. And then you go JP3, or not JP3, sorry, Jurassic World, JP3, and then Dominion at the bottom. So that's it for the non-spoiler section. I have a lot to say about this movie in the spoiler section. So that's it for this. I'm going to stop the recording and I'll post this. And then after this, there's going to be a big spoiler video. It might be like 20 minutes. We're going to get into it. I have a lot to say. But for now, this is just going to be like an 8-minute long. Just, if I was to say, do I recommend you go see this movie? If you like dinosaurs and you like Jurassic Park, this one will be fine. It's fine. It's entertaining. It's 2 hours. It's just, you might leave the movie feeling a little disappointed. Not hating, not angry, just like, man, I wish there was more. And I guess that's a good thing, but the fact that there's not more there is kind of the annoying part. So yeah, that's my opinion on Rebirth. Let's move on to the spoiler section after this.